Page number 70, chapter number 5, PowerPoint presentation, the visual effects. In this video, we are going to learn about how to insert our own recorded sound clip and how to delete our own recorded sound clip in the PowerPoint presentation slides. This is the first topic of Module 3 discussion, and also we are going to discuss about how to insert a video clip to the slide of our PowerPoint presentation. In our previous lesson, we had learned how to add or insert the sound clip. We had also studied about the different steps that needed to follow while inserting the sound clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. Similarly, we can once again to the same slide of the PowerPoint presentation of MS Office, we can add our own recorded sound, but the steps that we need to follow are quite different from the steps of inserting the sound clip. In order to insert any recorded sound prepared or made by ourselves, we have to follow the different steps, and in short, we will discuss clearly about those involved steps. Through using them, we can easily insert our own previously recorded sound to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. Mind it that we can easily record our own sound clip in form of a file, and then we can insert that sound clip in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. That means this statement is trying to indicate that in order to insert any recorded sound to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, first we have to record that sound clip using the different features of the MS PowerPoint presentation, and finally we can insert that recorded sound to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. Now pay your attention to clearly understand about the different steps which are involved in the process of inserting the recorded sound clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. The first step involved in the process of inserting the recorded sound in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation is we have to click first the insert tab of the PowerPoint presentation. Then we have to click the audio option in the media group. Then we will see the menu options. I repeat, in the second step we have to click the audio option under the insert tab, and we can easily get this audio option in the media group, and then a menu option will be available. This is the page number 69, and you will see here this is the audio option under the media group, and it is the audio drop down menu. In this audio drop down menu, first we have to select the audio option, this one, and then we have to select the record audio option, not audio on my PC. This option is involved for inserting the sound clip, but not for the inserting previously recorded sound clip. Mind it, but in order to insert the previously recorded sound clip, we have to choose this option, the record audio option, in the media group through this audio drop down menu, this one. And by selecting the record audio option of the audio drop down menu, this option, record option, audio option, the record sound dialog box, this is the record sound dialog box, will be available, and in this record sound dialog box we will come across with different buttons, such as the play or pause button. This is the play button, this is the pause button, and this is the record button, and this is the cancel icon, and this is the click OK. In the record sound dialog box, we have to click the record button, this button. First we have to click the record button. And why it is required to do first? Because by selecting the record button, we want to record, or we are going to record our own voice. That's why we need to click the record button of the record sound dialog box. Then after we have finished the recording, then we have to click on the stop button in order to stop the recording. Now when the task of recording the sound video is done or completed, then we have to choose the option of pause button or the stop button in order to stop the recording of the sound. Then we have to use this pause or stop button. Finally, we have to click on the OK, and using of this or clicking on the OK is to insert the recorded sound file in our own presentation slides. This is how we can easily insert our own recorded sound clip to the PowerPoint presentation slide. And when these steps are followed, the sound clip is inserted into the slide of PowerPoint presentation and will be selected by the default setting. This is how we can see the default setting of the sound clip, or we can say previously recorded sound clip, in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. In this way, the sound clip is inserted into the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, and this is the default setting. Now we can easily change the location of this sound clip icon from one place to another place of the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. And in order to change the location, we have to use the drag option. We have to click the drag option. That means we can easily drag the sound clip that appears on the slide of the PowerPoint presentation to the position or to any position of our own choice. In order to drag, just we have to use the mouse by placing the cursor of the mouse on the icon of the sound clip by pressing the left key of the mouse and just move that icon from one place to another place. This is called the dragging. Now after dragging is done, we can click the play. This is the play or pause button in order to play or pause the audio file. When play option is chosen, the audio clip starts playing, but when the pause button is chosen, then the playing of the video gets stopped. This is the play or the pause button, and this is called the timeline. And this timeline indicates how much of the audio file has played out. This is the time of the timeline, and this is the timeline, and it indicates how much of the file has played out. Now in this recorded sound clip, we can also use different features in order to add different things. There are two additional tabs in the PowerPoint presentation called the Format tab and the Playback tab, and they appear under the Audio Tools. This is the Audio Tools, and under this Audio Tool of the MS PowerPoint presentation, we can easily come across with the two distinct additional tabs, such as Format tab and the Playback tab. Now, what is the necessity of using the Playback tab? In the process of inserting the recorded sound clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, we have to clearly understand about this Playback tab. This Playback tab has different options under the audio option group, such as the volume, start, play across slide, loop until stopped, hide during show, rewind after playing. These are the different options of the audio options group in the Playback tab. And we can use the different option under the audio options group to control how the audio file will play or is going to be played in the slide PowerPoint presentation. I repeat, using the audio options in the audio option groups, we can easily control how the recorded audio file clip is going to be played in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. The volume audio option. This is the volume audio option, and through this option we can change the audio volume. There is another option that is called the start option. This is, and through this audio option we can easily control whether the audio will start automatically or when the mouse is clicked. You will see on click option. That means when this option is selected, the audio will not start automatically. The audio will start after clicking. But there is also another option. And on choosing that, the audio file will start automatically. There is another audio option that is called the hide during show. This option, the hide during show, and using this hide during show option, it helps us to hide the audio icon when the slideshow is playing in the PowerPoint presentation. Hide during show, choosing this option will help us to hide the audio icon when the slideshow is playing in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. There is another audio option that is called the loop until stopped option. This option loop until stopped option, and it helps us to replay the audio until it is stopped. The last option, audio option of this playback tab is called the rewind after playing. This one, rewind after playing, and it returns mainly the audio file to the beginning when it completes playing. This is the uses of this audio option called the rewind after playing. It turns the audio file to the beginning when it completes the playing. Now the question is, can we delete the recorded own sound video clip in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation? Answer is yes. In order to delete, we have to first select that recorded sound clip, then we have to press the backspace or the delete key of the keyboard. The second topic of this interactive video session is to understand how to insert the video clip. Yes, like the recorded sound clip, we can also add or insert the video clip to the slide of our PowerPoint presentation. And in order to insert the video clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, once again we have to follow the different steps, such as first we have to click the video option in the media group. This one, in the insert tab. In the insert tab in the media group, we have to click the video option, this one. In the second step, you will see that this is the video drop down menu of the media group, and it lies on the insert tab. Now after clicking the video option in the media group on the insert tab, then we can choose any one of these two distinct sources, such as online video and the video on the my PC and video on my PC. These are the two distinct options or the sources of the video that we may choose for. Let's say if online video option is chosen or selected, it means that we are going to select the video, and at the same time we are going to insert the video available from the internet. I repeat, when the option online video is selected, it indicates that we are going to select and insert the video which is available in the internet or over the internet. Instead of choosing the online video when the video on my PC, this option is selected, it means that we are going to open the insert video dialog box in order to locate and select the desired video and for clicking the insert video option to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. Video on my PC option indicates the preloaded video in my PC so that we can easily locate and select that desired video in order to insert in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. These are the two distinct ways of inserting the video clip, and we can also say these are the two distinct sources which we can avail easily in order to insert the video clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. These sources are fully dependent on the desire or our own wish, that how we are going to insert the video clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, either from the source of internet or from the source of preloaded video in our own PC. Now in the third step, after finishing the step 2, the video will be added to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation in this way. This is called the video file already inserted to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, and we will see that there are 3 distinct things in this inserted video file, such as the play button. This one is the play button, this one is the timeline, and this one is called the video file playing on the screen. You see, this is the screen of the video file. Now after inserting the video file to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, now we are free to click either or pause the button of this inserted video file. This is called the play or pause button. When the play button is selected, the video will play and the timeline will advance, and the video file gets started playing on the screen. There are 2 distinct additional tabs under the video tools, such as the format and the playback. This is the playback tab under the video tools. Now this is the extra feature of MS PowerPoint presentation under the video tools, and using this playback tab we can add the extra features to the video of the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. Because this playback tab consists of different video options, such as the volume option, start option, play full screen option, hide while not playing option, loop until stop option, rewind after playing option. These are the different video options that we can easily avail through the playback tab. And using these video options, we can easily control how the inserted video will be played or is going to be played to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. Such as if we select the volume option, it helps us to change the audio volume of the video. This is the volume audio video option. When the start option is selected, it can control whether the video will start automatically or when the mouse is clicked. The default is on clicked option has been selected against the start video option, and it indicates that the video gets played on clicking the mouse but not automatically. There is another video option that is called the play full screen. When this is selected, it allows the video to fill the entire screen while playing. The another video option is called the hide while not playing. When it is selected, it indicates to hide the video when not playing in the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. The another video option is called loop until stopped option. It replays the video until it is not stopped. And the last one is the rewind after playing option. This one, when it is selected, it returns the video to the beginning when it has played completely. Now the final question is how to delete the inserted video clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. In order to delete the inserted video clip to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation, first we have to select that video, then we have to press the backspace or the delete key of the keyboard. In our next discussion, we will discuss about the how to use the action buttons to the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. Thanks for watching.